Hi everybody, my name is Ariel Villegas Lopez. I'm from the language faculty in WAP. Now I'm going to talk about the improvement of English level to develop communicative competence. Nowadays, teachers have a big role in our society because they provide to the students, and also they have influence in their life, sorry. For that reason, teachers must be well prepared. There are different measures specifying different areas where each teacher must see where are their qualities, their abilities to develop his knowledge in that specific area. And uh, but I focus on English teaching, so I'm going to talk about specifically in English language teaching at WAP. Um, the student who decide to study that major have to know where are the subjects in that major, and also to know the profile where is stated the abilities, the um, qualities, or the student to become a good English teacher. And also it stated that at the end of the major, the student is going to be able to teach, and also the student is going to be competent, because also in the program um, the the program state uh, that the student must work in communicative competence, and how he interact with others, and also how the student work with other classmates and partners. Um, so if the student knows the profile and he starts to study that major, he have to take some subjects related to the improvement of the level. Here there are 5 target languages where the student must integrate the 4 skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Uh, in that subject, as I said, he must integrate those skills, and also he have to practice. The student have to interact with others in order to improve his level, sorry. And um, also there are um, 5 workshops that help to the students to develop their skills. Those workshops I divided in 2 in order to practice certain skills. In one, there are speaking and listening, and the other reading and writing. Sorry. um, so the student take those subjects, and then in target language 5, the student is supposed to have a good level of English, where also is stated in the program that good level is going to be measured with a certification that is based on the Common European Framework. It said that in target language 5, the student must have an upper intermediate level, which is B2, where it's supposed that the student have to explain with a good control of the language. He is going to be able to understand complex or abstract audios, and he also can produce complex words writings, and he's going to be able to have a conversation without a lot of problems, without good control of the language, as I said. We're good at with grammar and all those things that the Common European Framework stated. Um, but in the reality, it doesn't happen. Students have problems when they try to communicate, even if they try to say something not really difficult. They have problems to express their ideas. So if they have to talk about complex topics, the students face with different sort of problems. And with that research, I aim to realize what are those problems that the students face, and what are the reasons that make the student to have low level. Because if they take all those subjects, and he also practice, it's supposed that there are no going to be a problem, but there are problems. So my research is to aim what are the reasons for those problems, and also to um, analyze what extent the student can be a good teacher with the level, with their English level, because the English level is the mean through the teacher teach teach the students. So if this teacher doesn't have the tool, the main way to teach, how the teacher is going to teach. And well, also to know more about the level of the students, help teachers and students to understand if they are competent, and also if the students can integrate in a community where they have to interact with others, because the mayor states or says that students are going to be able to communicate with others, and the base is communicative competence. And if the student cannot communicate with others, how he is going to develop his communicative competence. Uh, well, I didn't define what is communicative competence, and according to Haynes in 1972, he defined communicative competence not only as an inherent grammatical, but also as the ability to use grammatical competence in a variety uh, of communicative situations. And also, Kane and Swain 1980 refers to communicative competence as the knowledge and skills needed for communication in a real context. So, the student must have a good level of English if he want to if the student want to communicate with others, and more if we refer to communicative competence that is related to a real context, a real environment where the language have to be more spontaneously. So this is my research, and I'm looking for more information to complete it. Thank you.